The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Rishal has it. Rishal puts up a long three. It's in at the buzzer! 10:50 to go here, and the faceoff is won by North-South onto the stick of Caitlin Armin. Armin feeds it in for Abby Promisberger, and Promisberger with the hat trick. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal. Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Henningsgaard tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one. Wow. And put your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kinsey McKinnon. It's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway. One-on-one hard. She scores.
Number 9, Mason.
All right, welcome back.
Are coached by
Day 2 of the Shiloh invite here from Dwyer Field in Bismarck. 5 games yesterday, 5 games today, and the longest game yesterday was at 2 hours and 13 minutes. That was in the nightcap between Shiloh and Park River Fordville Lankin. We will break now for the national anthem here on the ND Sports Channel.
All right, let's play ball. Best of luck to both teams. Your umpires for today's game: behind the plate, Brady Dukchik, and on the bases, James.
Facility here, and great crew up here working these games today, getting us batting lineups and name pronunciations and all that great stuff. We certainly appreciate the efforts of everybody who do their little parts to make these broadcasts as best as possible. So let's go through the starting lineups here for these two teams. Right now, the Rugby Panthers, they'll be the home team on the scoreboard. Or no, check that. Yes, they will. They will be the home team on the scoreboard, and then the Grafton Spoilers will be the visitors on the scoreboard today. For the for the Grafton Spoilers, who'll be batting first, Jace Liefeld will bat first. He'll be playing in center field today. Brady Gunderson will be at second base, batting second. Matt Suda, the senior, will be playing shortstop, batting third. Riley Eide will be the left fielder, batting fourth. AJ Vodhava will be the starting pitcher for the Spoilers, batting fifth. And then batting seventh, Kevin Thompson. Josh Keeley batting eighth in right field. Thompson, by the way, at third base. Ben Fredrickson batting ninth at first base. And then Jaden Hoganson will be the designated hitter. And then Logan Dusek will not be batting, but he will be behind the plate catching. First pitch comes across at 10:05 a.m. this morning. That's 2 minutes later than yesterday morning, but not complaining about that. Fouled away pitch for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Jace Liefeld, once again the batter here for the Grafton Spoilers to kick things off this morning from Dwyer Field in Bismarck. Certainly appreciate all those who Watched the games yesterday. That one's hit up high, I'm guessing into center field or shallow center possibly, as the fog makes it a little bit harder to see where that ball is traveling. That fog should lift, I would say, in the next hour or so, but I'm just a sports broadcaster. I'm not a weather guy, so if I get it wrong, don't blame me. Go to your local TV station's meteorologist. Let's put it that way. So. Brady Gunderson, and Liefeld takes out for second. Gunderson was 0 for 2 in the game yesterday against the Thompson Tommies, a game that lasted an hour and 37 minutes. First game of the day yesterday lasted an hour 50. We'll see if the first game today is shorter or longer than that. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second is Liefeld. And that one is hit right above the press box and over the press box and probably under the roof of the football press box behind us. Fouled away. It'll remain 0-2. Once again, Brady Gunderson, the batter. Jace Liefeld on second for the Spoilers. We'll go around the bases here for the Panthers after this pitch. It's an 0-2 pitch with nobody out. Swing and a miss, got him. Strikeout swinging, and that brings up Matt Suda, the senior. Around the bases for the Rugby Panthers, you got Gavin Shep, the freshman at first. Mason Heisler, the 8th grader, at second. Jordan Stone, the junior, at shortstop. Alexis Duran, the freshman, at third. And then behind the plate is Kelby Ginrich, the junior. On the mound is Mason McCabe, I think. Right? I asked earlier and I already forgot. And then out in the left field, Bud Taylor. Center field is Brady Shook and Dylan Barch out in right field for the Rugby Panthers. 1-0 pitch will catch the corner outside to make it 1-1. 2 minutes into the ball game once again. First pitch was at 10:05, just flipped to 3 minutes. That one's fouled away down the first base line for a strike. 1-2 the count now. Once again, we're looking at 38 degrees and some fog out there this morning for our first game of the day. We'll have 4 other games. Our next game will feature the Park River Fordville Lincoln Aggies, who defeated Shiloh last night 12-4 in a game that lasted 2 hours and 13 minutes. They will take on the Bishop Ryan Lions from Minot. It'll be the first time we've seen them. Throw over to third and a feet first slide, and Liefeld's in safely at third to get closer to scoring. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count to Suda. Pitch is up high and inside for a ball. 3-2 full count. Riley Eide, the sophomore, is on deck here for the Grafton Spoilers. Here's the pitch. That one's hit up high. It's going to left field, and it'll drift foul and out of play. So payoff pitch number 2 coming up. Right now, Mason McCabe, the senior, 13 pitches, 9 strikes, 4 balls. Once again, a strike is anything that is not a ball. Fouled away pitch, a hit, a home run, a single, double, a triple. That one's going a shallow, no, it's not going as deep as I thought. And he may have lost it in the fog, just as I lost it in the fog. And they're gonna, are they gonna say it dropped foul? That's what I'm guessing as the call is. It will indeed be a foul ball, so. Payoff pitch number 3 on the horizon here. Ball strike, fouled away, ball, fouled away in that order. On 7 pitches between McCabe and Suda. And pitch number 8 and payoff pitch number 3 on the horizon here. McCabe will wind up, deliver, and that one's popped up towards the Rugby dugout. as Suda lost the handle on the bat as the bat came back all the way into the netting. You don't see that happen too often. He'll retrieve the bat and make sure everything works.
Balls, that would be great. And take it to the concession stand for a second back down to the field.
And he'll exchange bats. Free treat for any foul ball return to the concession stand. If you're listening on your mobile phone and you didn't hear the announcement. I should say watching on your mobile phone. That one nearly hit the umpire at second base. That will go out into center field. That will score Liefeld from third, and rounding first, Suda puts on the brakes, and he will not go to second. It's good for an RBI single to put the Grafton Spoilers on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the first. We need to change that. I just now noticed that. We're not in the pregame show anymore.
RBI single brings up the left fielder, number 2, Riley Ivey.
There we go. Now we got it correct. So an RBI single from Matt Suda makes it 1-0, 6 minutes into the ball game, and that brings up Riley Ivey, the sophomore, putting AJ Votava on deck with one away here and a runner on, and here's the pitch. Swung on, that one's rainbowed just into shallow left center, and once again, that fog is making it hard to track down those balls, and you know, that's, I can't see the scoreboard. I don't know if they're, no, they did not put an error on the board, and I think, I don't know, I mean, that's questionable. I mean, it's weather related, so.
Number 17, AJ Votava.
It'll go into the books as a single for Ivey. Advancing Suda up to second. And Votava, the sophomore at the plate now, takes the first pitch for ball 1. And that one's fouled away up over the roof of the press box for strike 1. So 1-1 the count now to Suda with 1 away and 2 runners on first and second. Riley Ivey on first and Matt Suda, the senior, on second. Once again on the mound for the Panthers is Mason McCabe, a senior. McCabe. And that one will come a little bit low for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike. Nice lead off by Suda on second here. We'll see if he takes off or not. Here's the 2-1. Low, and Suda got about 45 feet down the line and did not go to third. He instead goes back, tags up on second, and it's the 3-1 count to Votava. And Votava will chop that down the third base line. A race to third. Did he get there? They're saying he did. Stepped on the bag, and Suda's out on third.
Seven to the plate, the DH, number 10, Jaden Higginson.
Jaden Hoganson up to the bat now. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Two away, and here's the pitch up high for a ball. 1-1 the count now to Hoganson, and once again Votava on first, Ivey on second, the runners for the Grafton Spoilers here in the top of the first, who lead the Rugby Panthers by a score of 1-0. Panthers haven't had a chance to bat yet, so we'll see how they respond in the bottom half of this inning, and that one comes inside, incredibly close for ball 2. 2-1 the count with 2 away and 2 runners on. 9 minutes, make that 10 minutes into the ball game now. And that's a 1-hopper, 2-hopper, right over to the third baseman. He'll step on the bag for the third out on the force out on Riley Ivey. and that will end the inning. So, the Rugby Panthers will come up to bat. We'll see Jordan Stone, Mason McCabe, and Kelby Gingrich. And after this 32nd timeout, it's 1-0 Grafton over Rugby, heading into the bottom of the first next on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're heading out to the bottom of the first inning. First chance for the Rugby Panthers to bat. Spoilers were able to get one in the top half of that inning. Once again, Jordan Stone will lead things off here for the Rugby Panthers. And then on deck will be Mason McCabe, the senior pitcher. And then we'll see Kelby Gingrich after McCabe, excuse me. Once again, fog in 38, Bismarck looking in the low to mid 40s over the afternoon. And then once we hit 3 o'clock, we could get a little bit closer to 50. In that 5 o'clock hour, there is a chance of some rain. Sunset tonight scheduled for 8:17. By the time we get out of here this evening, we'll be back into the upper 40s for temperatures today here at Dwyer Field in Bismarck. Once again, Jordan Stone, the batter here for the Rugby Panthers, takes the first pitch for a strike. So far, so good for the starting pitcher, AJ Votava. Votava, a sophomore on the mound here for the Spoilers. We'll go around the bases here in a pitch or two from now for the Spoilers. That pitch comes in low for ball one. Ben Fredrickson, the sophomore at first. Brady Gunderson, the senior at second. Matt Suta, the senior at shortstop. Kevin Thompson, the junior at third. Logan Dusek, the junior behind the plate, catching the pitches of the sophomore AJ Votava on the mound. The outfield here after the 0-1-1 pitch. And he'll wind up and deliver that 1-1, and it'll be low and inside for ball two. In the outfield, Riley Eide, the sophomore in left, Josh Keeley, the junior in right, and straightaway center field, the senior Jace Liefeld. Down the left field line, it's 320 down the right field line, straightaway center field, about the middle of the scoreboard, it's 360. That pitch will just miss the outside corner for ball three. 3-1 the count now to Jordan Stone, the junior batter for the Rugby Panthers. 14 minutes into the ball game. Votava on 4 pitches has thrown 3 balls. And here's the windup in the delivery of the 3-1 outside, and that'll be ball 4 / a drop third strike, however you want to look at it. Mason McCabe, the senior, left-handed batter, steps into the batter's box for the Rugby Panthers with the runner on first being junior Jordan Stone. Votava on the mound once again for the Spoilers. He winds up and delivers the pitch, and did he catch the corner? He did. Strike one. Nice pitch there by the junior Votava, or the sophomore, excuse me, Votava. I thank everybody who watched the games yesterday. We had 5 of them. Carrington won games 1 and 2. Thompson won games 3 and 4. And Park River Fordville Lankin won the 5th game yesterday. That one's going out into left field, and we'll see if he can track it down. And once again, he may have lost it in the fog. That's going to be good for a single. Well, the good news, I guess, if you want to look at it in a positive way, is if the fog wasn't here, both teams would be catching the ball. And right now, both teams are dropping the ball. So you could say it's an even match, even though it doesn't look that way.
At bat, the catcher.
These are a lot better players when you can see the ball in the air. There's no doubt about that. Kelby Gingrich, the junior, steps into the batter's box here for the Rugby Panthers. He'll face pitch number 8 from Votava. "17 minutes into the ball game. Runners on first and second. Jordan Stone, the junior, on second. And Mason McCabe, the senior, on first. And here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball 1 to Kelby Gingrich, the junior. Takes a practice swing as he steps out of the batter's box once again. All these games, including the games yesterday, available for a 24/7 replay on our website and our YouTube page. You can subscribe to our YouTube page, and if you do during one of these games today, and I happen to catch it, I'll give you a shout out. Certainly appreciate the 12 to 15 that subscribed to our channel yesterday. We really appreciate that. Of course, I want to thank our sponsors too. That includes Game Time and Quality Home Restorations, the North Fargo Softball Club, and as well as the Fargo South Booster Club. Speaking of North Fargo softball, of Fargo North Spartans softball team, home and away with the exception of 2 games, and that's the 2 games that are being played right now as we speak, about 200 miles away from here. So 1-1 the pitch, down low for ball 2. "38 degrees and fog when we started this game. The fog hid the outfilders, and now you can kind of see them. So that gives you a little bit of progress. You can see a couple of the vehicles traveling I-994 off to my left side here to the south of the baseball diamond. That's going to be a chopper that rolls foul down the third base line. That makes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes to the junior Kelby Gingrich. Once again, 2 runners on. The runner in scoring position for the Rugby Panthers is Jordan Stone. And then you got Mason McCabe on first. A 2-2 pitch is on the horizon here from the sophomore A.J. Votava, who's on the mound for the Grafton Spoilers here in the bottom of the first inning. And they lead the Rugby Panthers with a score of 1-0, 19 minutes into the ball game. And here's the windup in the 2-2 delivery. Down low into the dirt. Full count, 3-2. So a payoff pitch now with Jordan Stone leading off second. Mason McCabe, the runner, on first. Here's the windup and the payoff, and that will be hit. Nice diving catch there by the shortstop, who will fling it over to Brady Gunderson. That was Matt Suda, the shortstop, to get McCabe out at second, but that puts runners on the corners for the Rugby Panthers. So a little bit of positive for the Spoilers and a little bit of positive for the Panthers as well on that play.
At that, third baseman, the 29.
So that's a 6-4 on the throw out there. Jordan Stone advances to third. Kelby Gingrich, the batter or the runner, on first, and now Alexis Duran, the freshman, is in the batter's box right now. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 the count with one away and runners on the corners here for the Rugby Panthers. 20 minutes into the ball game. 14 pitches for Votava on a 7-7 split on ball strikes, and that's pitch 15. And a throwback to third is not in time, and that allows Gingrich to get on to second via the steal. Little hesitation there by Dusick on, he was originally peering as if he was going to throw it up to second, then quickly made the choice to fire it up to third base, and now two runners in scoring position here, and a base hit could give the Rugby Panthers the lead. We'll see if Duran can make that happen here for the Panthers. He's down 0-2 on the count right now, and here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's low and outside for a ball. So once again, one away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runners on second and third. Gingrich on second, Stone on third. The batter is Duran. Here comes the windup and the delivery, and that one's hit up high, left field, drifting foul. And they will not be able to make a play on it. It'll drop for a strike. An unofficial strike. 1-2 the count. Once again, Duran the batter, and the 1-2 on the horizon here from Votava. And it's on the way, and that one's inside. Duran had to kind of back up there to avoid getting hit by that one. Oh, did they call a strike? They must have called a strike on that one.
Center fielder, number 12, Brady Shook.
I thought that was inside for a ball, but I guess not. Strikeout looking is the official stat to put into the book, and I'll bring up Brady Shook. Shook, a freshman, takes the first pitch for ball 1. Ball pops up into the air. The runners stay at their original bases. Next pitch for Watava will be pitch 20 of the morning. One ball, no strikes. 2 away with 2 runners on in second and third. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. NDSportsChannel.com. There's a green donate button. If you click on that, it gives you information on where you can mail a check into, or you can even make a donation via a credit card or debit card. It's a secure donation. Don't have to worry about any information getting stolen or anything like that. Ooh, that one came up high and in close. 3 balls, no strikes. No minimum donation required, but certainly appreciate all of our viewers who have donated in addition to our sponsors. With your assistance, these games are possible. And if you watched our year-end video, our first year-end video, that explains what some of those donations are used for. I made a comment how we'd like to get out to games on the other parts of the state, like in Bismarck, Dickinson, and Minot. And well, look, here we are now in Bismarck because of your assistance. We certainly appreciate that. 2 away, bases loaded. The batter is Gavin Shep. Outside ball 1. Jordan Stone, the runner on third. Calby Gingrich, the runner on second. Brady Shook, the runner on first. And once again, the batter, Gavin Shep. A.J. Votava, the sophomore on the mound, has now thrown 23 pitches. 13 of them have been balls. I think, if I'm looking at the stats from yesterday, this is the first time where the ball-strike split has been higher in balls than it has in strikes for any of the pitchers from any of the games yesterday. See here, 27-45, 13-24, 18-33, 12-18, 14-16, 6-22. Oh, nope, Feist yesterday. Let's see here. That was in the Thompson game. Had 15 balls and 5 strikes on 20 pitches. But everybody else who pitched yesterday in the 5 games had more strikes than balls. So still only the second pitcher to have more balls than strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter now, Gavin Shep. If he can get a strike here, he'll even up at 13-13 on the split. Pitch 26 coming up. And the 1-2. Swung on, Chopper, nice grab there by Votava. He'll fire it up high over the glove of Fredrickson, and that's gonna score 1 run. That's gonna score 2 runs. And now it's 2-1 in favor of Rugby.
Right fielder, number 21, Dylan Bunch.
So that error will be charged to the pitcher. So that puts runners on second and third with a 2-1 lead for the Panthers. And the batter is Dylan Barch, an 8th grader for the Rugby Panthers. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Goes down swinging, that will end the inning, and Rugby Panthers get 2 across, and it's 2-1 in favor of Rugby here on the ND Sports Channel. Back in a few moments with the top of the second after this on the ND Sports Channel.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up. All right, we head to the top of the second. It's 2-1 Rugby. Kevin Thompson, the junior, will lead things off here for the Grafton Spoilers in the top of the second. That'll be a 2-hopper right over the second baseman, Heisler, who has a little bit of trouble, and he will not get it over to first in time. I believe that'll go into the books as an error. We'll see. So he does indeed reach base on an error. Charges the second baseman, Heisler. That brings up Josh Keeley, a junior. Don't have height and inches on these players, but certainly looks like he's a senior.
Right field, number 18, Josh Keeley.
Ben Fredrickson's on deck with Jace Layfeld. We'll see batters 8, 9, and 1 in this inning here we'll see at least batters 7, 8, and 9. We might see the top of the order, assuming it's not a 1, 2, 3 inning with one of these players hitting into a double play, which isn't a true 1, 2, 3 inning, but it's a secondary 1, 2, 3 inning, I guess you could call it. Version 2, put it that way. Once again, it's fog and 38 degrees here in Bismarck at Dwyer Field on the campus of Shiloh Christian. It's the Rugby Panthers and the Grafton Spoilers. Panthers lead the Spoilers 2-1 here in the top of the second inning. Fog certainly playing a factor in this game in the first inning. Had the fog not been a factor, the score of this game might be 0-0 right now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Keeley. I have McCabe down for 32 pitches. This pitch coming up is pitch 33, and it's in for a ball. Shortest game of the day yesterday was the Velva Drake and Moose Aggies and the Carrington Cardinals at 1 hour and 23 minutes. The longest game was the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks and the Park River Fortville Lincoln Aggies at 2 hours 13 minutes. So the Aggies get the trophies for both the shortest and longest game, only they're not the same team.
At bat, first baseman, number 32, Ben Fredrickson.
So Ben Fredrickson steps up to the plate now with 1 away, and here's the pitch. That one hit the dirt before it even reached the plate. Ball 1. Once again, the batter, Ben Fredrickson. Runner on first is Kevin Thompson, the junior. And that will come outside for ball 2. Two old pitches up high for ball 3. So 3 pitches, 3 balls so far for McCabe. 37 pitches total, 22 strikes and 15 balls according to my numbers. And here's the pitch. That's in for a strike one. 3-1 the count. Once again, runner on first is Kevin Thompson, the junior. Around the bases one more time for the Panthers. Gavin Shepp, the freshman at first. Matt Heisler, the 8th grader at second. Jordan Stone, the shortstop, he's a junior. And Alexis Duran, the freshman at third. And Kelby Ginrich will catch ball 4. He's a junior as that walks Fredrickson up to first and advances Thompson up to second. And Mason McCabe on the mound, the senior. In the outfield, Bud Taylor, a freshman in left. Dylan Barch, an 8th grader in right. And Brady Shook, a freshman straightaway center field. 320 down the left and right field line. 360 straightaway center field here at Dwyer Field in Bismarck. 38 degrees in fog, and the first pitch there to Layfeld is outside for ball 1. Layfeld 1 for 1 with a single in the center field. That single was assisted by the fog back in the first inning. 2 runners on this time for the top of the order. Here's the pitch. He reached for it, went upstairs and missed. 1-1 the count. Pitch was upstairs. Layfeld climbed the ladder as well as reached out. And then when you know anything about ladders, when you reach out and extend your body off the ladder, you're going to fall. probably the best analogy I ever made between a ladder and a baseball player. 2-1 count. That one's a little bit up high, and it'll make it 2-2. Or 3-1, excuse me. Not sure why I said 2-2. Even my stat book, I had 3-1. So now it's 3-2. "36 minutes into the ball game right now. 10:05 was the first pitch. Yesterday's first pitch occurred at 10:03, so we got a 2 minutes later start. And now with that walk, the bases are loaded, and that brings up Brady Gunderson, the senior, who struck out swinging his last time at the plate.
That walk brings up second baseman number 1, Brady Gunderson.
So once again, Brady Gunderson, the batter. Jace Layfeld, the runner on first. Ben Fredrickson, the runner on second. Kevin Thompson, the runner on third. We only had one home run yesterday, and that was Kyle Leopold, who hit it over the left field fence yesterday. I believe that was in that first game against, no, it was in the third, yeah, it was the first game between Carrington and Harvey Wells County, where Kyle Leopold for Carrington hit it over the fence in left field. I believe that was a 2-run shot, if I remember correctly. And we also had another shot to left field that came about 1.5 feet shy of being a grand slam. Turned out to be a 3-run double. A couple of the highlights from the mega amount of games here this weekend at the 2019 Shiloh Invite at Dwyer Field here in Bismarck on the campus of Shiloh Christian School in Bismarck, where it's 38 degrees right now. Once again, we're looking to hit the mid-40s in the afternoon, the upper 40s, and maybe 50 by about 5 o'clock with a chance of rain in that 5 o'clock hour. 2-2 the count now to Brady Gunderson. With one away and the bases loaded. Gunderson, a senior this year for the Grafton Spoilers. Here in the top half of the second inning. That one's fouled away, and it'll remain 2-2. On deck is Matt Suda. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Strike 3 called. That brings up Matt Suda with 2 away, and the bases remain loaded. 39 minutes into the ball game here. Kelby Ginrich behind the plate here, putting his arm up in the air. That one just barely over the head of McCabe out into center field. I don't know, I'm guessing McCabe blinked twice on that one. And that will score 2 on a 2-run RBI single. Or no, it'll score 1, excuse me. No, it will score 2.
Left fielder number 2, Riley Ivey.
So Layfeld on second, Matt Suda on first. Riley Ivey, the sophomore, 1-for-1. Single to center field, where he's singling right now to center field. Rounding third is Jace Lefeld, and they will put on the brakes for Suda at third. And now it is 4-2 in favor of the Grafton Spoilers. So runners on the corners now. Suda on third, Ivey on first, and it's AJ Votava who got an infield single assisted by the fog his last time at the plate.
At bat for the Spoilers, number 11, Landon Wanarovich.
see here. Actually, they're going to make a change here in the batting lineup. So it's landed Wanderovic. Wanderovic. If you know the if you know, text me 701-404-9072, and we'll make sure we get it right. That is our station number. You can text us at any game we're at. Anytime we're live on the air, you can get a hold of us via that phone number. Once again, 701-404-9072. If you have any information, scores to share, all that good stuff. There's a hit out into right field, and that's good for a single, and they're gonna bring another run home, and that's 2 more for the Spoilers. And now the runner's gonna take off to second on a throw that got lost in the fog. I didn't even see what happened there. So Landon Wanderovic will get a single and then advance to second. And I'll score 2 runs. So it's an RBI single with an advancement to second on possibly an error, and it is. Yep. There we go. I believe it's Jaden Hoganson, and it is. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Takes the first pitch for ball number 1. 42 minutes into the ball game. First pitch at 10:05 this morning. 38 degrees in fog here at Dwyer Field in Bismarck, just to the south of I-94. You hear some of the vehicles in the background cruising through that fog. If you are traveling, be sure to slow down a little bit. East wind at 11 miles per hour, making it feel like 31 degrees with 97% humidity out there right now. And a swing and a miss by Hoganson for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to count to Hoganson. Landon Wanderovic is the runner on second. I want to say hi to Connor. Thanks so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Appreciate that. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the hit foul over the the Spoiler dugout. So runner on second is Wanderovic, and the batter is Hoganson. Swing and a miss. He reached outside for it, and he goes down on strikes. That'll send us to the bottom of the second. Bud Taylor, Mason Heisler, and Jordan Stone, batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Panthers when we return after this short timeout here. It's 4-2. Grafton takes the lead back. To the bottom of the second we go after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, let's see here. It's Bud Taylor, the freshman, leading things off here for the Rugby Panthers. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball, ball one. Votava's day on the mound has come to an end. I had him down unofficially for 31 pitches, 14 balls, and 17 strikes. And your new pitcher on the mound is Landon Wandarovic. Wandarovic. I'm going to get that name right now that he's on the mound, and I'll be saying it more frequently. Wandarovic has a 1-1 count on Bud Taylor right now, and he caught a piece of that. That'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch, and it's 1-2. So 1-2 the count now. Wandarovic on the mound, winds up and delivers the 1-2, high and inside, 2-2. Oh, geez, that looked high and inside to me. I guess it's a strike. Strikeout looking. I said, it always takes about 3 to 4 innings to get used to the umpire's strike zone before you figure out what's a strike and what's a ball. I don't know, when the ball goes above your helmet, I would assume that's a ball, but I don't know. Sometimes you get some crazy pitches with crazy results. We'll leave it at that. 0-1 the count. Mason Heisler, an 8th grader at the plate here for the Rugby Panthers. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 the count now. Wandarovic on the mound here has now thrown 6 pitches according to my numbers. 5 of them have been strikes. Not a bad split on the ball strike split. And the 0-2 wind up in the delivery. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. That is definitely a strikeout there. And now we'll see Jordan Stone. He was walked by Votava last time at the plate. Once again, around the bases here for the Spoilers. Ben Fredrickson at first, Brady Gunderson at second, Matt Suda the shortstop, Kevin Thompson at third, Logan Dusek behind the plate, catching the pitches of Wandarovic, the sophomore on the mound for the Spoilers. Outfield here after this pitch. Strike 1. In right field, Riley Eide, the sophomore. Straightaway center, the senior, Jace Layfeld. And in right field, the junior, Josh Keeley. 49 minutes into the ball game, an 0-1 count here to Jordan Stone. 38 degrees in fog here at Dwyer Field. All that fog is slowly dissipating. Here's the pitch. Strike. 0-2. 10 minutes shy of 1 hour. Yesterday's first game went 1 hour and 50 minutes. This one might beat it. We'll see. 0-2, swing and a miss, got him. Some nice pitching here by Wandarovic.
After 2 complete, Spoilers lead.
And that sends us to the top of the third, friends, with Kevin Thompson, Josh Keeley, and Ben Fredrickson due up when we come back after this on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. McCabe's day on the mound has come to a conclusion. He tossed 60 pitches. 24 of them were balls, 36 were strikes according to my numbers unofficially. And now it's Alexis Duran taking things over on the mound for the Rugby Panthers. And he will face Kevin Thompson, the junior, who's 1-for-1 with a single his last time at the plate. Here's the windup. First pitch of the day is a strike from Duran.
Kevin Thompson.
Got a piece of that one. I'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch, 0-2. Here's the pitch, 0-2. Strike. Caught him window shopping, down on 3 pitches. Not a bad start for the new pitcher, Duran.
At bat, right fielder number 18, Josh Keeley.
Here's the 1-0. That one's into left field, down the line. That will roll all the way to the fence, and it's good for at least a double, and that looks like where he'll put on the brakes. Nice hit by Josh Keeley. All the way to the fence, down the line in left field. Jordan Stone is your new third baseman. That means we also have a new shortstop. That would just barely miss on the outside for a ball. Ben Fredrickson, the batter. He walked his last time at the plate. Josh Keeley, the runner, on second. Spoilers lead 6-2 here in the top of the third. Looking to add to that with a runner in scoring position and only one away. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's outside ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. 1-1, not 0-1 turns into 1-1 on the ball. So 56 minutes into the ball game. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that may have been a ball. One and 2 the count. And the batter calls time. We'll get our identification on that shortstop here as soon as possible. That one's going to be popped up, an infield pop-up, and it'll be the shortstop who makes the grab. It appears to be Mason McCabe. And that is indeed who it is. So we'll go around the bases here in a moment just to get you caught up on who's where after the pitching change. Jace Layfeld, the batter. Josh Keeley, the runner on second. Layfeld, 1 for 1, a single and a walk, his last 2 trips to the plate. 3-0 count. Outside for ball 4. So he's walked on 4 pitches, and that brings up Brady Gunderson, who's 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging and a strikeout swinging his last 2 trips to the plate. So we're a few seconds shy of the 1-hour mark of the ball game. Pitch comes in for strike 1 to Brady Gunderson. Once again, 0 for 2. If Gunderson can get on base, we'll see Matt Suda next. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, chopper foul down the third baseline. Didn't go too far, and we'll redo that one. 0-2 the count. Two away, 2 runners on. No balls, 2 strikes to Brady Gunderson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and we'll go around the bases next inning for the Rugby Panthers, as that will bring us to the bottom of the 3rd. Due up, Mason McCabe, Kelby Gingrich, and Alexis Duran. Batters 2, 3, and 4 for the Panthers after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, to the bottom of the third we go. It's 6-2 Grafton over the Rugby Panthers, and the Panthers are up to bat. It's Mason McCabe up to bat. He's a senior. Kelby Gingrich on deck and Alexis Duran right behind Gingrich. You see those three here in the top or bottom half of the third. 5 of those 6 runs for the Spoilers came in the top of the second. If you take away the fog in the first inning, it is a 4-0 ball game. And probably a lot less errors on the board too. McCabe's 1 for 1, singled out in the left field his last time at the plate. That pitch will come outside for ball 3, so 3 balls on 3 pitches from Wanderovic. And the 3-0 from Wanderovic is on the way, and it caught the corner for a strike, 3-1. We've now hit 40 degrees, still some fog in the area. So we've gotten out of the 30s, that's a good thing. McCabe up to first on the walk, and that brings up Kelby Gingrich. 1 for 1 with a single his last time at bat.
At 25, Kelby Gingrich.
Hey, in Bismarck, heads up, friends. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have a chance of snow. Ha ha ha. Where I come from, the snow hasn't left yet. That one's going to be hit up into right field, and it'll bounce for a single. Throw to second, head for a slide, not in time, and it's good for a single, and advancing McCabe up to second.
Base hit brings up down 29,
Alexis Duran up to bat now. Freshman 0 for 1, struck out looking his last time at the plate. Wanderovic looks over his shoulder at second, then delivers the pitch up high for ball 1. Runners on first and second. Kelby Gingrich on first. Mason McCabe, the senior, on second. And in Wanderovic on the mound here for the Spoilers, throwing his pitches to Logan Dusek, but that one won't reach Dusek. That one will be fouled away for strike 1. 1-1 the count now to Alexis Duran, the freshman, for the Rugby Panthers, who trail the Grafton Spoilers 6-2 here in the bottom of the third. Wanderovic, 18 pitches, 12 of them strikes. Matter of fact, his first 6 pitches since he took over on the mound were strike, 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 and strike, 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 and resulted in 2 outs. Now it's 1-2. McCabe, the runner on second. Gingrich, the runner on first for the Panthers. Looking to cut that deficit down to half if possible. If they can get McCabe in on a base hit here from Duran. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. No base hit this time around. He's 0 for 2 now. 1 strikeout looking and 1 strikeout swinging. And that'll bring up Brady Shook, excuse me. He's 0 for 0 with a walk his last time at the plate. Reached the 1 hour, 5 minute mark of the ball game here. First pitch came at 10:05 this morning. It was 38 degrees and heavy fog. Now it's 40 degrees and medium fog here at Dwyer Field in Bismarck. And here's the pitch. That one goes down low. The runners will advance from first and second to second and third. McCabe on third now and Gingrich on second. So ball one as a result. The runners advance into scoring position. And a base hit could make it 6-4. Right now it's 6-2 with Brady Shook at the plate. Wanderovic looks over at second, glances at third, delivers the 1-0, up high, ball two. Two pitches now for Wanderovic. Wanderovic looks over at second, now delivers the 2-0 down low for ball three. So Wanderovic has to be careful here. Another pitch will, like that one, would load the bases up for the Rugby Panthers, putting Gavin Shep at the plate. Wanderovic, 23 pitches, pitch 24 coming up here. 3-0 pitch, 3-0 count I meant to say. McCabe, a runner on third, Gingrich, the runner on second. Here's the delivery of the 3-0 and caught the corner for a strike, 3-1. 1 hour, 7 minutes into the ball game, 40 degrees, some fog. It was kind of drizzling when we started at 10 o'clock this morning. But that drizzle has gone away, and I'm just going to wait for the fog to clear up a little bit here. Umpire will take a look at the ball and put a new ball into play and give Wanderovic a little bit of a rest. And the windup and the 3-1, and that's going to be lined right in the direction of Brady Gunderson. Gunderson mishandles it. He will not get the throw to first in time. McCabe scores from third. Gingrich scores from second, and going into second is Brady Shook. Shook will get on with a single and advance to second on the air. It'll be a 2-run RBI single with Shook advancing to second on the air. And that will bring up Gavin Shep with one runner on, and it's 6-4. So the Panthers are right back in this. Shep at the plate. He reached base on an error last time he stepped up to the batter's box. And that pitch will come outside, and it just barely missed the strike zone. Although if Shep would have lined up in the other batter's box, it may have been a strike. In my humble opinion, it definitely was a ball. And that's what the ump called. So we're in agreement on that one. Here's the 1-0. That one should be a strike, and it is. 1-1. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That runner is Brady Shook on second. 6-4 game, 1 hour, 10 minutes into the ball game here. Yesterday's first game went 1 hour and 59. Right now we're in the bottom of the third. We're already at 1 hour 10, so it'll be cutting it close. Here's the windup from Wanderovic, and that comes outside for a ball. Lost control of that one. 2-1 the count with 1 away and a runner on second. Brady Shook. Around the bases once again for the Spoilers. Fredrickson at first, Gunderson second, Suda the shortstop, Thompson at third, Dusick behind the plate, Wanderovic on the mound, Eide in left, Keeley in right, and Layfeld in center. Here's the windup and the delivery. 2-1 down low inside for ball 3. And now Dusick will have a quick conversation there with Wondorovic. That gives us a chance to thank a few of our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations and Game Time, Fargo South Booster Club, the North Fargo Softball Club. We will have all but 2 games of the Fargo North softball team. Those 2 games being played right now as we speak at Fargo Shanley High School on their turf field in Fargo. One of the few locations that you can play a game at in Fargo right now. There's a walk. That puts Shep on first, and Shook stays on second. Brings up Dylan Barch, the 8th grader. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time at the plate. Left-handed batter, Barch. 1 hour, 12 minutes into the ball game here. Still at 40 degrees and some fog. We do have a chance of rain in that. They've moved the chance of rain now to 6 p.m. instead of the 5 p.m. hour. We'll hit the low 50s by about 5 o'clock this afternoon. By the time we wrap things up here, we'll be in the upper 40s probably, 47, 48, right in that general area. Oh, and 1 the count to Barch. Once again, he struck out swinging his last trip to the plate. 1 hour, 12 minutes into the ball game. 1 away, 2 runners on, and an 0-1 pitch on the horizon here from Wondorovic. And Wondorovic will deliver that pitch, and he sends it outside, and he chases it. Barch does, and now he's down 0-2. Great pitch there by Wondorovic. Gets ahead on the count. Runners on first and second. Wondorovic delivers the pitch down low for a ball, 1-2. 2 runners will tag up on the base. Brady Shook, the runner on second for the Panthers. Gavin Shep, the runner on first for the Panthers. And Wondorovic will wind up, glance over at second, and deliver the 1-2. Right back at Wondorovic. Nice grab there. He'll fire it into the hands of Fredrickson for the out. 1-3 if you're scoring at home, and that will keep the runners, or they'll advance the runners, excuse me, an extra base. And that'll bring up Bud Taylor. Wondorovic he was going to his left and had to quickly retreat back to his right with his glove to grab that ball so he could fire it into the glove of his teammate over at first base to get the out. So that's 2 away now with Bud Taylor. 0 for 1, struck out looking his last time at the plate. If Taylor can get on base, we'll see Mason Heisler. And then if the Panthers can continue this attack here, we might get back to the top of the order, but there is 2 away. And so that will be not the easiest task for the Panthers to accomplish here in this one. 1 ball, no strike to Taylor. The ambulance will go by, and the pitch comes up high with ball number 2. Here's the windup of the pitch. Wondorovic gets on the inside edge for strike 1. Two-1 from Wondorovic. And that's going to be fired right over to Gunderson. He'll scoop it up, flip it into the glove of Fredrickson for the 4-3 ground out. And that will end the inning. They'll lead 2 stranded. We'll head now to the top of the 4th. Matt Suda, Riley Eide, and Landon Wondorovic. Scheduled batters for the Spoilers when we return after this on the ND Sports Channel. Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
All right, we'll come out of that break early. Top of the 4th, 6-4 in favor of the Grafton Spoilers.
Currently batting for the Spoilers in the top of the 4th, number 15, Matt Suda.
Matt Suda 2 for 2 with 2 singles out into shallow center. His last 2 trips to the plate. And now he takes 2 strikes back to back. Alexis Duran on the mound for the Panthers. Will go around the bases here after this 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a 2-hopper right over the third baseman, Jordan Stone. Fires it across the diamond, did not get it there in time. It's a single for Matt Suda. An infield single, and that brings up Riley Eide, who's also 2 for 2 with 2 singles center field. So once again, Gavin Shepp at first, Mason Heisler at second, Mason McCabe the shortstop, Jordan Stone the junior at third. Kelby Ginrich behind the plate, catching the pitches of Alexis Duran on the mound. In left field, Bud Taylor. In right field, Dylan Barch, the 8th grader. And straightaway center, the freshman, Brady Shook. So that's an update on who's where for the Rugby Panthers after their last pitching change about an inning ago. 1 ball, no strike to Riley Eide. And here's the 1-0 delivery, and that's outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, runner on. Outside, way outside, ball 3. Matt Suda, the runner on first here for the Spoilers, who have a 2-run lead over the Rugby Panthers here in the top of the 4th. Alexis Duran have him down unofficially for 22 pitches, 13 strikes and 9 balls. As Duran looks over at Suda at first, winds up and delivers the 3-0. And that's in for a strike. Once again, top of the 4th. Riley Eide, the batter. Left-handed batter for the Spoilers. 2 singles to center field, and the runner takes off. That's Suda heading to second. No throw will be made, and he's in safely on a feet-first slide at second on the stolen base. So he advances into scoring position now with a 2-run lead, looking to maybe make it 7-4 with a base hit here from Riley Eide. He has singled twice out into shallow center. We'll see if he can do it again. And here's the windup and the payoff pitch. And that one's going to the second baseman. He'll get it on a 3-hop. He will not get it to first in time, and that puts runners on the corners. Sudas puts on the brakes about 20 feet after rounding third. So it's good for a single. Puts runners on the corners, and it's Landon Wandarovic.
Number 11, Landon Wandarovic.
Bishop Ryan Lions starting to make their way into the ballpark here. They'll have our next game against Park River Fordville Lankin. That pitch is high and inside for a ball to Wandarovic. It's a pitcher versus pitcher battle right now, and right now the battle is being won by Wandarovic. There's the windup and the 1-0. Strike one. West Fargo Packers softball team leads 7-0 over Thief River Falls. A 2-run home run by Mariah Schatz makes it 7-0 for West Fargo. We'll keep you updated on that game as the scores continue to come in. Right now the count is 1-2 to Landon Wandarovic. 1-2 is outside. Did it catch the corner? It did not. 3-1 or 2-1. 2-2. We'll get it right. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. That one will be hit right over the third baseman. And they missed the throw. That will score Suda from third. Rounding third is Riley Eide, and that's 2 more for the Spoilers, as Wandarovic will get on with a 1-run RBI single and then another run and an advancement to second on an error. So that makes it 8-4 now. And that brings up Jaden Hoganson. Pitch is up high for a ball. Wandarovic takes off for third. That ball goes into shallow left field, but Wandarovic will stay right at third. Successful stolen base there for Landon Wandarovic, and the count is 2-0 to Jaden Hoganson. 1 hour, 24 minutes into the ball game here. We're in the top of the 4th and a 4-run lead for the Spoilers, threatening to extend that to a 5-run lead here. That pitch will come outside and miss the strike zone by a little bit for ball 3. So here's the 3-0 from Durant. Outside ball 4. Runners on the corners once again for the Spoilers, and stepping up to the plate is Kevin Thompson, who's 1 for 2 with a single. His first at bat, and he struck out looking his last trip to the plate. Wandarovic on third. Hoganson on first. Thompson the batter, and the pitch comes outside for a ball 1. 34 pitches for Duran, according to my numbers. 18 strikes and 16 balls. And the 1-0 from Duran is on the way, and he'll catch the corner, 1-1. Nice pitch there by Duran. Duran just a freshman for the Rugby Panthers. Nobody out, 1-1 with 2 runners on the corners. First and third. Thompson the batter. And the 1-1 from Duran. And Thompson swings, gets a piece of it, fouls it back into the padding here for another strike. 1-2 the count now. Here's the 1-2 from Duran into the dirt, 2-2, and the runners will stay at the corners. Josh Keeley's on deck. We'll maybe see Ben Fredrickson this inning as well. That one. Well, nice grab there by Mason Heisler, but he's not able to get it over to first in time. That will score Wanderovich from third. That makes it 9-4 in favor of the Grafton Spoilers.
Number 18, Josh Keeley.
That brings up Josh Keeley. Keeley lined one down the third base line into deep left field last time. And this one goes just to the right of the press box. He's 1 for 2, struck out looking his first trip to the plate. And then, as I just mentioned, he doubled down the left field line into deep left field his last trip to the plate. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. It's Thompson on first. Strike 2. Fouled away pitch, a ball and a strike in that order. 1-2, the count, and here's the pitch. Outside, and maybe he was trying to get Keeley to chase, but Keeley did not, and that results in a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2. That one's hit out into right field. That one could drop, and it will. That will advance Thompson up to second for sure. He's going to round and try for third, as just now picking it up is Dylan Barch out in right field. And now you have 2 runners in scoring position on second and third via double by Josh Keeley. That brings up Ben Fredrickson, 0 for 1. Walked his first time up, struck out looking his last trip to the plate. On deck is Jace Layfeld. That will come outside for ball 1. Game 1 of the day. We have 4 more after this one, just like we did yesterday. 5 yesterday, 5 today, for a total of 10 over the weekend. We'll see the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies, who defeated Shiloh Christian 12-4 in the nightcap last night, take on the Bishop Ryan Lions, who made the trip down here from Minot this morning. Lions did not play in any games yesterday. We'll see them for the first time this season on the baseball field, coming up here in about 30 to 45 minutes probably, depending on when this one ends. Approximately 20 minutes between games. For the most part, we were on time yesterday. We only had 1 game with a really late start. That one's high up in ball 2, as Fredrickson, the left-handed batter, had to duck down on that one. And that one's up high for a ball, and that is 4 pitches for 4 balls to load the bases for the Grafton Spoilers, and that brings up Jace Layfeld, the senior, top of the order, 1 for 1. Singled out into center field with assistance from the Fog and on his first trip to the plate. In his last 2 trips to the plate, he was walked. Here's the windup from Duran, and the delivery is inside edge for a strike 1. Runner on third is Kevin Thompson. Runner on second is Josh Keeley. Runner on first is Ben Fredrickson. Jace Layfeld, the batter, once again 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Here's the 0-1, outside 0-2. Knew that one was outside, or 1-1, excuse me. I got it. It's still morning. I'm allowed mistakes until 12 noon. Let's put it that way. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Up high for another ball. 2-1. Final from Fargo. Fargo Shanley defeats Hankinson Fairmont Tri-State 15-8 in the softball game. Keep you updated on those scores. A lot of softball action happening around the state. I know the Mandan Braves are playing today. We'll get you a whole bunch of scores. I know West Fargo is playing in Minnesota with part of a Minnesota invite. Playing Thief River Falls right now. Last check, they were up 7-0. 2-2 count turns into a strikeout, and that brings up Brady Gunderson, who's 0 for 3, struck out swinging each of those trips to the plate.
Number 1, Brady Gunderson.
So 2 away with the bases loaded here, and here's the pitch to Gunderson from Duran, in for strike 1. If Gunderson can get on base, we'll see Matt Suda. Here's the delivery from Duran, and ouch, that one had to hurt a little bit. Gunderson walks up to first. That'll score Thompson from third. Then makes it 10-4. So that brings up Matt Suda, who's a perfect 3 for 3. A single to center field, and an infield single down the third base line his last time at the plate. (10-4) here in favor of the Spoilers. And here's the pitch from Duran, and that will be chopped by Suda over to the shortstop, McCabe. McCabe gets it over. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. It's 12-4. They'll hold up, I believe that's Gunderson over at third, and Matt Suda will get up to second. He'll get a 2-run RBI single, and then an advancement to second on an error.
Number 2, Riley Ivy.
That brings up Riley Idy, who's 3 for 3. Single. And that one's fouled away down the third baseline. 0-1. And that one's hit up high into left field, and giving chase there's Bud Taylor, and he will make the grab. That will send us to the bottom of the 4th. And due up for the Rugby Panthers, Mason Heisler, Jordan Stone, Mason McCabe. 9-1-2 for the Panthers, who trail 12-4 here to the Grafton Spoilers. Bottom of the 4th is next on the ND Sports Channel. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. All right, we'll come out of that break a little bit early here. It's Mason Heisler at the bat, and he fouls the first one away into the netting. We'll also have a new pitch on the mound. Wandarovich days come to an end. 38 pitches, 16 balls, 22 strikes. The new pitcher now is Bo Feltman. Right now he has 2 pitches for 2 strikes. 1 hour, 38 minutes into the ball game. Yesterday's first game was 1 hour, 59. This one's going to come really close to that. That one will be fouled away too. So 3 pitches and 3 that's 3 pitches, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's what I meant to say.
We got that number 32, Jordan Stone.
Jordan Stone, top of the order now, takes the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 7 pitches now, 6 strikes and a ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him. After 3 innings, West Fargo leads Thief River Falls 7-2 in their softball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as they come in.
Number 3, Mason McCabe.
Two away now. It's Mason McCabe. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. And the 0-1 delivery is fouled back just about 2 inches to the left of our crowd mic there. 1 hour, 40 minutes into the ball game. Last check, we were at 40, and we're still at 40 here with a little bit of fog, but said earlier that this fog would be gone in an hour. It's an hour and 39 minutes now, and what I also said earlier is don't blame me. I'm just the broadcaster. I'm not a meteorologist. That one will be dished out into center field. A one-hopper that's scooped up there by Layfeld, and that's good enough for a single for McCabe, and that will bring up the next batter. That's Kelby Gingrich.
Stepping into the plate for the Panthers, number 25, Kelby Gingrich.
Gingrich is 2 for 2. A single into shallow left and a single into medium right. His last 2 at bats. Here's the pitch. Inside for a strike. Nice pitch there by Feltman. One and one now. Two balls and a strike to Kelby Gingrich, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. McCabe makes his way up to second. And here's the 2-1. Inside, they're saying it nicked his jersey. That's going to go into the books as a hit by a pitch. And he'll make his way up to first, and that brings up Alexis Duran. Duran 0 for 2, struck out looking and then struck out swinging his first 2 trips to the plate.
Take that pitch brings up number 29, Alexis Duran.
That pitch comes outside for ball 1. Once again, Alexis Duran. Runners on second is Mason McCabe. Runner on first is Kelby Gingrich. Those are your 2 runners on. 1 ball, no strike, 2 away with 2 runners on, and the batter once again is Alexis Duran. And Duran will take that pitch for ball 2. West Fargo hits another home run. They now lead 8-2 over West Fargo, and wow, good thing he had a helmet on. Can't imagine that. I think they're gonna walk out, and well, they're gonna have a conference at the mound here, and first base coach gives Alexis Duran a fist bump there. I think that's the first time I've seen that happen. I've seen a lot of players get hit by a pitch, but I've never seen one get hit in the helmet the way that Alexis Duran did. And like I said, it was a very good thing he had a helmet on. We'll take a 30-second break while they talk it over. Be back in a moment.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back. 0-1 to Brady Shook, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, and now that pitch will come in for a ball to make it 1-1. Bases are loaded right now for the Panthers. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 2. Mason McCabe, the runner on third. Kelby Gingrich in the orange sweater on second, and Alexis Duran on first. And here's the windup in the 1-2 from Bo Feltman. Feltman will send that one a little bit low, 2-2. So once again, base is loaded, and Feltman with the 2-2. Down low, ball 3. Strikeout here is crucial. You don't really want to walk one in. It's not going to hurt you too much here, but you don't want to take that chance. Caught the corner for a strike, caught him looking, and that retires the inning. And the Spoilers get out of a bases-loaded jam with a strikeout on the corner. It's 12-4, heading to the top of the 5th. Spoilers up to bat. Landon Wanderovic, Jaden Hoganson, and Kevin Thompson. Sophomore, senior, and junior batters 5, 6, and 7 after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. As we come back from the break, that one's going into deep left center. It'll bounce all the way to the fence. Picking it up there is Brady Shook. Shook will fire it into the shortstop there, McCabe, and that's good for a double for Landon Wanderovic. That brings up Jaden Hoganson, 1 for 2, a single, strikeout, and a walk. Strikeout swinging his second trip to the plate.
Leadoff double brings up number 7, Weston.
Check that. Take out Hoganson and put in a different batter here. Weston straight, he's a sophomore. And the pitch will come down low here for a ball. Ball 1. And that'll be another ball. Back-to-back balls on 2 pitches here for Alexis Duran. Freshman on the mound for the Rugby Panthers, who trail 12-4. It was 2-1 Rugby after 1, 6-2 Grafton after 2, 6-4 Grafton after 4, and then Grafton gets 6 in the top of the 4th to bring us to our current score of 12-4. Rugby did not score in the bottom half of that 4th. And now we'll see what Grafton does here in the top of the 5th. Leading off is Wanderovich on second, and a nice job there by Genrich to keep that ball in front of him to keep Wanderovich from going off to third. That will result in a walk. And it brings up Kevin Thompson, possibly. Yep, it sure does. 2 for 3, a single strikeout looking in a single.
14, Kevin Thompson.
Strike one. Thompson, both of his singles were an infield single. His strikeout looking was in the middle of those two singles. So single strikeout and a single, and now this plate appearance. He's down 0-1 in the count. Now he chops it foul down the third base line, 0-2. 1 hour, 50 minutes into the ball game. This one will more than likely surpass the 1 hour, 59-minute game we had to open up things yesterday morning. Second game yesterday didn't get started until 1:23 p.m. It was scheduled for, oh wait, no, I take that back. Hour 23 was the time of the game. It got started at 12:32. I was like, that doesn't sound right. It wasn't that late. Line drive right over to the third baseman, Jordan Stone, to make the catch. And they'll fire it up the second, and did they get him? Yes, they did. Double play. 2 away quickly here for the Rugby Panthers, and that brings up Josh Keeley.
Number 18, Josh Keeley.
So Josh Keeley, 2 for 3. Struck out looking, a double to left and a double to right, his last 2 plate appearances. And now he takes a strike, or a ball, excuse me. And now he'll take ball number 2. See some Velva Dracanos players walking into the ballpark now. They'll have the 3rd game today against Langdon. That's a 2-hopper right over to the shortstop there, McCabe. McCabe will fire it over to first. In time, he got him. That will end the inning on a 6-3 ground out. That will send us to the bottom of the 5th. Gavin Shepp, Dylan Barch, and Bud Taylor, batters 6, 7, and 8. When we return after this on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcasts of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th, it's Gavin Shepp leading things off here for the Rugby Panthers. Trail 12-4 to the Grafton Spoilers. Shep reached base on an error his first time up to the plate, and he was walked his most recent trip to the plate. Now he's looking at ball one and a 1-0 delivery inside corner, 1-1. First pitch at 10:04 this morning. It was 38 degrees, and now we're up to 41. 1 hour and 54 minutes later. Still some fog, but not as bad. You can see the interstate and the cars now. Earlier you could not. Fog certainly played a factor in those first 2 innings of play. And now things have kind of even out a little bit here, with the exception of the scoreboard. Of course, 5 of the 12 runs for the Spoilers coming in the top of the second. Like I said, at least 3 of those runs assisted with the fog, and then they got 6 more in the top of the 4th. Dylan Barch up to bat now, 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging and a ground out his last time at the plate, and he swings and misses on that one. He's down quickly, 0-2 in the count. Feltman unofficially with 31 pitches, 19 of them have been strikes. That one will go into the ball column. 14 balls now total. Check that, 13 balls, excuse me. And now it's 14. 2-2 the count. 1 away. No runners on, and that one will escape back into the padding here for ball 3, and it's a full count. Here's the windup and the delivery outside, and that will walk Barch up to first and bring up Bud Taylor, the freshman, who's 0 for 2. Struck out looking his first trip up, and he grounded out on what looks like a 4-3 his last time at the plate. 4-3 is second to first if you're scoring at home, or if you're not familiar with the number assignments. Here's the pitch. Caught the corner inside, strike 1. And the 0-1 delivery with 1 away. That one's fouled away, and that'll be good for strike 2. We only had 1 pitch that nearly busted the window here in front of our broadcast station. That came in the second, I think it was the 3rd game yesterday. We've had a couple of close calls in the press box. That one could go into that close call category. Pitch a little bit low. That'll be ball 1. 1-2 the count now to Bud Taylor, the freshman for the Rugby Panthers. Trailing 12-4, 41 degrees here at Dwyer Field. The fog is still there, but it's definitely not as bad as it was an hour and a half ago. Kind of stepped back, let's retract that statement. He kind of leaned back and reached out at the same time, and well, that's going to result in a strike. So West Fargo Packers now get a 3-run home run, and they lead 11-2 over Thief River Falls. Mason Heisler, the 8th grader, he's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, struck out looking his last 2 plate appearances. And now he's down 0-1. And here's the 0-1 delivery. And that's down low for a ball to 1. Even things up at 1-1. Wind's picking up right now. You can kind of hear it in the background. Says that's blowing from the east at 14 miles an hour. 94% humidity makes it feel like 34, but it's actually 41 out there. A 2-1 count now. To Miller, Heisler. There we go. We'll get it right. 2-2 and pitch 44 on the horizon here for Feltman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on, and the 2-2 delivery, and that's chopped foul down the first base line. He'll stay alive for at least one more pitch. And here's the windup on that 2-2. The delivery is in for strike 3. Caught him window shopping. He goes down on strikes, and that will end the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Fredrickson, Leifeld, and Gunderson do up for the Spoilers. They put 6 up last inning, or 2 innings ago. We'll see if they can put some more damage up here. They need at least 2 runs for the 10-run rule to go into effect. We'll see what happens when we come back here after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. All right, Ben Fredrickson, the batter. He takes strike 1 on the first pitch as we come out of the break here in the top of the 6th. Spoilers lead 12-4. And the 0-1 count turns into a 1-1 count. Brady Shook is your new pitcher. 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike. Duran ended with 69 pitches unofficially, 32 balls and 37 strikes. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2 to Ben Fredrickson. Jordan Stone moves out to center field, and Alex Duran moves back to third base for the Rugby Panthers on the pitching change. We'll go around the bases here in a moment or two to get you updated and refreshed on who's where. 2 hours and 3 minutes, time of the game so far. Make that 2 hours and 4 minutes. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 up, 1 down here for the Spoilers in the top of the 6th, and that will bring up Jace Leifeld. No, it will not. It'll be a new batter. It will bring up Cody Keeley. Cody Keeley is a sophomore for the Spoilers. Here's the pitch outside, ball 1. So around the bases for the Panthers, Gavin Shep at first, Mason Heisler at second, Mason McCabe shortstop, Alexis Duran at third. Let's see here. Kelby Ginrich behind the plate, Brady Shook on the mound, Jordan Stone in center, Dylan Barch in right, and we have a new left fielder as a result too, and I'll have to figure out who that is. That one, ooh, right off the left ankle, Brady Shook, and that deflected out into right field like it was a pinball machine. And that will be good for a single. Make sure that Shook is okay. They're gonna huddle up and have a chat with him. He tried to reach down with his glove and just not quite quick enough on the reflexes there. And like I said, it ricocheted off his right ankle out into right field. And they are checking up on him. It looks like he will stay on the mound, at least for the moment, and it's a good thing that he's okay. So unfortunately, I can't, if I was using a paper scorebook, I could draw the direction of that hit ball for the single, but we'll just have to freeze it into my memory here. Once again, top of the sixth, one away. Runner on first is Cody Keeley. That brings up Brady Gunderson. 0 for 3. Strikeout swinging, strikeout swinging, strikeout swinging. And his last trip to the plate, he was hit by a pitch.
Go, Brady. Go get some here.
One comes up high, throw back to first. Will find its way into right field, and he thought about taking off for second, but he decided not to. Cody Keeley will stay on first. 1-1 the count now to Brady Gunderson. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. 1-1s across the board. 2 hours, 7 minutes into the ball game. Our longest game yesterday was 2 hours, 13 minutes. Currently, the home team, the Skyhawks, hold that record. Not that it's any record of importance, but tidbits, we'll call it that. Deep center field shot over the head of the center fielder, Jordan Stone. That'll be good for at least a double. Rounding second is Keeley. He'll head into third. They're going to wave Keeley home. He's going to get home easily, and they're going to wave home Cody Keeley. It's a chance for an inside the park grand slam, or inside the park home run is what I meant to say. I think I said that because I've called an inside the park home run, a 2-run inside the park home run, and a 3-run inside the park home run, but I've never called a grand slam inside the park grand slam. So that was stuck in my mind for some reason. So that makes it 14-4 on the inside the park, on the 2-run inside the park home run, and now a ground out for Suda to first. After that, prior to that ground out for Suda, he was 4 for 4 with 4 singles, and now he's 4 for 5 on the ground out.
Number 2, Riley, 80.
Pitches outside for a ball. Idy is 3 for 4. Single, single, single. Last time at the plate, he flied out to left field. And now he's 1-0 with a ball. And the 1-0 pitch is on the way. He'll rifle that one in the direction of the shortstop. He'll sneak past him into left field, and that'll be good for a single for Riley Idy. So he's 4 for 5 now with 4 singles. That brings up Landon Wanderovich, or will it bring up somebody else? He'll bring up somebody else. Tucker Hoganson, a sophomore, will step up to the plate here for the Spoilers.
Number 3, Tucker Hoganson.
So runner on first is Heidi. And Tucker Hoganson, the batter for the Spoilers. Here's the pitch. Hoganson will pop that one up. Foul territory, first base line. It'll drop. Nobody will make a play on it. And it'll be strike one. Hoganson will get that one over the second baseman into shallow right field, and it's good for a single, and rounding second is Heidi, and he's in at third, and that puts runners on the corners here for the Spoilers. And Weston Sangrate, the sophomore, it's his second plate appearance in this game. He was subbed into the lineup last time, and he was 0 for 0. He was walked the last time he was at the plate. So once again, runners on the corners. Riley Heidi on third, Tucker Hoganson on first, and Weston Sangrate, the batter right now here for the Grafton Spoilers, who lead 14-4 and threatening to extend that lead. Off a 2-run inside the park home run just a couple batters ago. Pitch comes outside, 1-1 now. Brady Shook on the mound once again for the Rugby Panthers. Riley Heidi on third, Tucker Hoganson on first. Sangrate, the batter, 0 for 0 with a walk his last trip up to the plate, and that pitch will come outside 2 for another ball, and Gingrich will be able to get in front of that one to keep it from rolling into the backstop, possibly scoring Heidi from third. 2-1 with 2 away and 2 runners on. That's up high, and that's 3 balls and a strike. 38 degrees when we started this morning. 41 right now. Last check. Let's check it again. And we're still at 41, but it feels like 34 with an east wind at 14 right now here in Dwyer Field in Bismarck. That pitch will miss outside, ball 4. So a walk on 5 pitches here for Brady Shook. And that'll bring up the next batter, and that'll be Kevin Thompson. No substitution on this portion of the lineup. Thompson, the junior, is 2 for 4. A single, struck out looking. Another single, and then a line drive out to the third baseman his last time, which actually resulted in a double play. There was nobody out, and then Thompson line drives to the third baseman, and they would catch the runner on second to go from no outs to 2 outs in one swing of the bat. Right now there's 2 away. He won't get into a double play this time, but the bases are loaded. Riley Heidi on third, Tucker Hoganson on second, Weston Sangrate the runner on first. Kevin Thompson once again 2 for 4. Single strikeout looking single, and then that line drive that he batted into a double play his last time at the plate. And that will catch the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two hours, 13 minutes. That ties the longest game from yesterday. Fouled away. 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. That sends us to the bottom of the 6th. The top of the order is due up for the Rugby Panthers, pending changes. And we'll see what happens when we come back after this on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a 2nd season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. Jordan Stone will lead off things here in the bottom of the sixth for the Rugby Panthers. A few changes out there for the spoilers. You got Kevin Thompson on the mound now. He's a junior. Brady Gunderson over at third, and their new second baseman is Tucker Hoganson, a sophomore. That pitch comes a little bit outside for a ball, and it's 1-1 to count. Feltman's day on the mound for the spoilers came to an end with unofficially 45 pitches, 19 balls, and 26 strikes. Time of the game so far, 2 hours, 17 minutes. Here's the 1-1 up high, and Stone had to duck down on that one. Brady Gunderson for the spoilers knocked in a two-run inside the park home run in the top of the sixth to make it the current score of 14-4. If you're scoring at home, that's ITPHR. If you're putting that into your scorebook as the official coding for an inside the park home run. Yep. 2-2 is outside, 3-2 full count. Jordan Stone, and here's the payoff to Stone. Up high, ball four. Stone's on first. That brings up maybe Mason McCabe, and it does. McCabe 2 for 2. A single to left field his first time at the plate. Then he was walked, and then he singled out into shallow right his last trip to the plate. So nobody gone. Runner on first. That one's hit up really high. Foul territory. Making a play on it possibly is Fredrickson. No, he will lose it. And it will drop for foul, as also Tucker Hoganson was in on the play too, and it just dropped in between both players, and that'll go into the books as a strike. 0-1. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That's a little low, and that'll be 2-2. 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is now the longest game of the 10 so far here in the weekend tournament, weekend invite. Beats out yesterday's longest game by 7 minutes and counting. That one's straight up over the press box and hits the roof of the football press box behind us. We remain 2-2 as a result. 11 pitches for Kevin Thompson, 6 balls, 5 strikes, 2 hours, 21 minutes into the ball game. The good thing about this game lasting as long as it does is the fog will not be an issue at all in game number 2. Full count now, 3-2. Jordan Stone, the runner on first here for the Rugby Panthers, who trail 14-4 here to the Grafton Spoilers. Here's the pitch. Up high, inside, ball 4. Runners on first and second via 2 walks, and now that'll bring up Kelby Gingrich, who's 2 for 2. Single, and Gingrich, his last time at the plate, he was hit by a pitch right in the helmet. No, I take that back. That was Duran who was hit in the head. Gingrich was nicked on the front of the jersey. Duran's coming up next, by the way. He's on deck, so at least, yes. He must have cleared the hit by the pitch protocol, and he's on deck right now. And speaking of hit by a pitch, back-to-back plate appearances, he'll make his way to first via hit by a pitch. Last one wasn't quite as drastic as it barely touched grazed the front of his jersey. This one got him right on the spine in the back.
Hit by a pitch brings up number 29, Alexis Duran.
So Alexis Duran, he was hit by a pitch his last plate appearance. Prior to that, strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. And Duran is the one who got hit in the helmet with the pitch. 0-1 the count now to Duran. After 6 innings of play, West Fargo leads Thief River Falls 13-4. That's a softball score for you. Keep you updated on that. This game, I believe, if Rugby doesn't score at least 1 run, may end. We'll see together what the rule is on that. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. No, it caught the corner for a strike. 1-2. 1-3, I guess. I was one behind on my stat book.
Brings up number 12, Brady Shook.
So Brady Shook steps up to the plate now with the bases loaded and 1 away. Time of the game now, 2 hours, 24 minutes. Strike 1 on the inside edge of the plate. Shook 1 for 2, a walk, a single to shallow right field, and then he struck out looking his last time at the plate. And now he's facing an 0-1 count with the bases loaded and 1 away. Jordan Stone, the runner on third, McCabe on second, Gingrich on first. Here's the pitch inside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. 1's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Shook the batter. 2 hours, 25 minutes, time of the game. 38 degrees when we started. Right now it is 41. That one is gone. I mean, when it is gone, but it's not, it's foul. right over the spoiler dugout and not to be seen anytime soon, if ever again. Owens up high for another ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Climbed the ladder and fell off it. Strikeout swinging. That's 2 away now, and Gavin Shep 0 for 2. Reach base on an error, a walk and a strikeout looking.
Number 7, Gavin Shep.
We'll also have a courtesy runner, I believe, as I overheard that. We'll have a courtesy runner for Ginrich on first. I'm not sure who it is. He's wearing a sweatshirt. So we'll, in the stat book, we'll keep Ginrich on first for the moment until we get an idea of who that may be. Pitch comes in, ball 1. Once again, Shep 0 for 2, an arrow walk and a strikeout looking his last time at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Bases loaded, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 1, excuse me. Kevin Thompson on the mound once again. Has thrown 25 pitches. Pitch 26 is a strike. 2 strikes now, and that 26 pitches, it's an even split, 13-13 in the ball strike category. 2 hours, 27 minutes time of the game now. Will we break 2:30? We'll see. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball, strike, strike, and a ball in that order on 4 pitches between Thompson and Shep. 2s across the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Shep the batter facing the 2-2 count. Here's the delivery of that 2-2 from Thompson. Did it catch the edge? No, it missed. Questionable miss. It may, in my opinion, it caught the edge and it should have been a strikeout, but we'll go at least 1 more pitch. And the courtesy runner is taken off, and it won't matter because that's a walk that brings in a run. (14-5), and that means this game will go a full 7 innings. And it will mean that we will more than easily break that 2.5-hour mark on the game here. 2:28 right now. Still a full inning and 1 out to go. McCabe on third, courtesy runner on second, Gavin Shep on first. Dylan Barch is the batter now, and he's down 0-2. He's also 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging, a ground out, and a walk. Some Bishop Ryan players walk by the crowd mic with their cleats on cement. And that'll be fired right in the direction of Suda, the shortstop. He'll fire it over to first. That will end the inning. They'll leave 3 stranded on base. And we'll head now to the top of the 7th with your score. The Grafton Spoilers 14 and the Rugby Panthers 5. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, we head now to the top of the 7th inning. It's 14-5. And let's see here. Josh Keeley, Ben Fredrickson, and Cody Keeley are the scheduled batters. And it looks like Josh Keeley will indeed lead things off here for the Spoilers on the top of the 7th. We're officially at 2 hours, 31 minutes here on this baseball game. I guess unofficially, give or take about 30 seconds, but we'll say that that's official because I don't know if anyone else is keeping track of the time. So therefore, my times are official even if they're not. Josh Keeley, 2 for 4, strikeout looking. A double to deep left, a double to deep right, and then a ground out on a 1-3 his last trip to the plate. Ben Fredrickson is indeed on deck, and Cody Keeley is right behind Fredrickson. Strike 1 to Keeley. That's Josh Keeley. Fredrickson on deck. Last time he was on deck, he batted into a 2-run, or no, it was Keeley. I'll have to double check the scorecard on that. It was either Fredrickson or Keeley who had the 2-run inside the park home run. That was back in the top of the 6th. That was 1 inning ago. That one's fired out into left field. Should be a catch. No, it'll drop. It'll drop for a single. Now bring up Ben Fredrickson. We have a baseball final for you. Bismarck Century falls to Williston by the score of 9-0. That is a final. So once again, Williston defeats Bismarck Century 9-0. Keep you updated on all the scores as they come in. Last check, West Fargo was leading Thief River Falls 11-2 in their softball game. That's being played in Minnesota. It's part of a multi-team invite over there, similar to the one we have here today. Fredrickson, 1 ball, no strike. I thought there was a second pitch there, but maybe there wasn't. We'll go with 1-0. No, it is indeed 2-0. So yeah, and that will come in as a strike, and now it's 2-1. Or no, I guess it's 3-0. I thought I heard him say in the crowd mic strike, but we'll go with ball, and it's 3-0 to Fredrickson. Okay. That one rifled down the first base line. Nice grab there by Shep to step on the bag. The throw out to second. Got him. Double play. So it's a direct ground out to first, and then on the double play, it is officially a 3-3-4 double play. And here's a 1-3 ground out. And that will end the inning. That was a quick inning. That was probably the quickest inning of the morning. And now we go to the bottom of the 7th. Or do we? Wait a second here. Yeah, we do go to the bottom of the 7th. Forgot which team was in the lead. 14-5, last chance for Rugby. When we come back after this, they need at least 9. We'll see if they get it after this on the ND Sports Channel. The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule. ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, so a couple of changes here. Cody Keeley out in left field, Kevin Thompson at third. And to the best of our knowledge, that's the only changes outside of the pitcher. Riley Heidi takes over on the mound for Kevin Thompson, who had 32 pitches unofficially. 16-16 split on ball strikes on those 32 pitches. 2 hours, 38 minutes, time of this one. We're into the bottom of the seventh. Rugby Panthers need 9 to send this to extras. And there's a 1-2 pitch that's fouled away. And as a result, it will remain 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. That's one away, and the Rugby Panthers have 2 chances to score 9 runs. And let's see here, Mason Heisler will come out, and they will send in Garrett Sullivan, an 8th grader for the Rugby Panthers. Step up to the plate here, and that first pitch will come in for ball 1 to Sullivan from Heidi. Heidi now 6 pitches, 4 strikes, 2 balls. 2 hours and 38 minutes, 2 hours 39 minutes now, time of the game. And that one's fouled away up over the top of the press box here, 1-1. One's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. The batter once again is Garrett Sullivan. Once again, recent changes to the outfield for the Spoilers have Kevin Thompson at third, Cody Keeley in left field, and Riley Heidi on the mound. 2-1 to count now with 1 away. Garrett Sullivan, the 8th grader, is the batter for the Rugby Panthers. He'll swing and miss, and that's 2-2. A ball, found away pitch, a ball, and a strike. Strike swing. And here's the 2-2. Outside, oh, he got him looking. So Sullivan goes down window shopping, and last chance is Jordan Stone, 0 for 2. A walk, a strikeout swinging, and a walk. Jordan Stone steps up to the plate at the 2-hour, 40-minute mark with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And that pitch is down low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, got a piece of it, fouls it into the dirt, 1-1. Yesterday's second game, scheduled for 12 noon, started at 12:32. This one's going to start a little bit closer to 1 o'clock, probably. And the 2-1. Caught the inside edge for a strike. 2-2. 2 hours, 41 minutes now, and possibly a pitch away from ending this. Let's see what happens here. That one's up high. That will be at least one more pitch in this game. Full count, 3-2. That one's outside, and that'll walk him, and we'll see another batter, and the game will continue. Mason McCabe is the scheduled batter. We'll see if he steps up, and he will. McCabe is 2 for 2. A single, a walk, a single, and a walk. His singles went to left field and right field. Or I retract that, left field and right center. Outside, ball 1. 2 hours, 42 minutes now. 2 away, runner on, and a 1-0 count to McCabe. There's the pitch. Down low, ball 2. Riley Eide on the mound has now thrown 18 pitches, 9 balls, 9 strikes. There's the 2-0. Swing and a miss, and that was a good pitch to swing at, too. Just barely missed it. Otherwise, that one is probably going out into center field. 2-1. Here's the 2-1, and that comes inside edge. Now it's 2-2. So once again, we're potentially 1 pitch away from ending this. It's 2 hours and 43 minutes. West Fargo wins in their softball game, 13-5. That's a final over Thief River Falls. And that one's headed down to right field. He'll drop for at least a single. Rounding second is Jordan Stone. No, he will put on the brakes. So McCabe singles into shallow right, advancing Stone up to second, bringing up scheduled batter Kelby Ginrich, and that is indeed who it is. 2 for 2. A single into shallow left, a single into medium right, and the last 2 trips to the plate, he was hit by a pitch. First one grazed the front of his jersey. The most recent one hit him right in the back. And here's the pitch. That one's fouled away down the first base line and out of play over the Rugby dugout. Two hours, 44 minutes now, time of the game. 0-1 with 2 runners on. 14-5 here with 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Up high, and Dusek was able to jump up and grab that one. Otherwise, the runners would have advanced. 1-1. Once again, Ginrich, the juniors, 2 for 2, 2 singles. Last 2 trips to the plate, he was hit by a pitch, and now it's another ball. 2-1 to count. That pitch is outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 hours, 44 minutes. Time of the game so far. 2 away, 2 runners on. Jordan Stone on second, Mason McCabe on first. Batter Kelby Ginrich, 2 for 2, 2 singles, hit by a pitch twice. Up high, ball 4, bases are loaded, and that brings up Alexis Duran, the scheduled batter. And it will be Duran. Duran is 0 for 3. Struck out looking, struck out swinging, hit by a pitch, and struck out looking. So if that 0 for 3 streak continues, this will be the last batter. There's no wood to knock on here, so I apologize. That pitch goes into the dirt, ball 1. Officially 2:45 now on the time of the game. Here's the pitch, that's ball 2. Both of those pitches hit the dirt before it reached the plate. Here's a strike. 41 degrees right now. We started at 38 back at first pitch, which seems like a long time ago. 10:05 this morning. We're now at 12:51. That could be the end of the game. A 1-3 ground out. It is. 2 hours, 47 minutes, the official time of the game, or the unofficial official time of the game, on a 1-3 ground out.
Grafton Spoilers 14, Rugby Panthers. Nice job to both teams. We'll get game 2 started here.
And that will wrap this thing up. 14-5. The Grafton Spoilers take care of the Rugby Panthers. Our next game is going to feature the Parker Fortville Lincoln Aggies as the home team and the Bishop Bryan Lions as the road team. That one will probably be, let's see here, right around 110 approximately. So tune back in right around 110, 105. And we'll be back on the air with that second game here on the ND Sports Channel. Talking a bit. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @ND Scores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.